Team, welcome back to another episode of Ask Top, sponsored by MentorMilitary.com. For those of you that don't know me, I am your host, Command Sergeant Major Retired Mark Garrett. Today we're going to talk about lessons learned and tips, little known facts about separation actions. But before we get started, could you reach down right there, hit that subscribe button for us, leave your feedback, your comments, your suggestions, your wisdom, and your experience in separation actions. Also take a moment to follow us on Facebook at AskTop and Mentor Military. With that said, let's go ahead and jump right into this class. So, little known facts. Did you know? Regulation for this session is AR 635-200, Enlisted Separations. A lot of good information in this regulation. There's also specific information about counseling that has to take place before you can separate a soldier. This is called the magic statement or the magic paragraph, and basically it references what discharges a soldier may get out of a separation action, what benefits they may or may not receive. So when is a separation action appropriate, or when is it used? When all reasonable measures have failed: verbal and formal counseling, corrective training, and revocation of privileges. Note, some exceptions do apply to this rule. Let's say there's a commission of a serious offense. We may go straight to a chapter action and not have to go through these preliminary steps. So before we initiate a separation action, we have to do a counseling. This is not waiverable. It must be conducted. One formal counseling. Why? Because the Army makes a significant investment in soldiers, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on where they're at in their career. So we want to make sure we recoup that investment, that we take care of the Army by not creating another slot that recruiters have to fill. There must be at least one formal counseling. Follow-up counselings are discretionary. Now, rehabilitative measures. We're going to turn around and do everything we can to rehabilitate this soldier, as we discussed before, and that would be counseling, revocation of privileges, and corrective training. Note, it only takes one formal counseling statement to initiate a separation action. If a leader counsels you and you fail to take corrective action, you could potentially be separated with one counseling statement. So what elements do we need to consider when we're looking at separation actions? The commander should be looking at the seriousness of the offense. Is this something that rises to the level of a separation action? What is the effect on continuation of service? Is it going to be good for discipline, morale? Is the soldier have the potential to rehabilitate? Is it likely the soldier is going to continue this type of behavior? Is there an undesirable influence? Again, is this going to cause problems with the esprit de corps within the unit? Potential advancement. Does this soldier have the potential to advance through the ranks and establish themselves with a good career? Ability to perform. Are they going to be able to perform to the level required? What is their ability to rehabilitate? That they'll take this action seriously and run with it to get a fresh start. Military record. You can go back and look at their entire military record to see if it merits holding off on the separation action. Past contributions. Maybe this soldier was a great soldier in the past and had some significant achievements, and they're just having, a bad period of time that they can overcome. What awards have they received? How many negative counselings, letters of reprimand, other negative behavior have they encountered in the past? Any UCMJ action? Have they had a rehab transfer in the past? So all of these things collectively can be considered by the commander to determine if a separation action is warranted. So let's talk real quickly about rehabilitative transfer. So you must be locally reassigned at least once before separation action takes place. Must be a minimum of 3 months of duty in each unit. Must be between battalion levels and higher units. Rare occasions they can use a PCS move. Let's just say for some reason this individual cannot be transferred within the battalion, or let's say that this individual has such potential that the command really believes in them, and the only way they're going to get a fair shake is to PCS. It is possible to do that, but it's really rare. So these are the things that must be done. But like with anything else, you know there's going to be an exception. So the separation authority can waive the rehabilitative transfers for the following chapters: 11, 13, and 14. They can be waived and no transfer has to occur if, through common sense and sound judgment, it is determined that a rehab transfer will serve no useful purpose. There's always an exception, but it's good to know this information, because before you separate, maybe a rehab transfer is something you should consider. Dignity and respect. Treat the separating soldier with dignity and respect. Significant emotional event for this soldier. They're going through a lot. Think about what they're going through. Put yourself in their position. Let them know that you're not going to tolerate continued substandard performance. Offer to help them with transition, like establishing a resume, potentially a letter. Whatever you can do to help them and soften the blow of the transition. Sincerely talk with them. Let them know you care. Try to motivate them to be successful after the transition. Now, these steps I found personally go a long way to stop disciplinary problems with the soldier during their separation process. So what did we talk about today? Counseling. It's required. It's not waiverable. Separation requirements. Rehab transfers. Treating them with dignity and respect. Now, finally, little known fact, did you know, chapter actions can be suspended for up to 12 months, just like in Article 15. Now, I want you to think about that and let that sink in. On rare occasions, there's that soldier that has potential, and the potential is significant. This soldier may just need a really hard, significant emotional event. So you take them through the entire chapter process, and as they're getting ready to walk out the door, the commander suspends the chapter for 12 months. They have to walk the line for 12 months and show that they can be a good soldier. If at any time during those 12 months they fall back to their disciplinary problems, then the chapter can be instated and the soldier can be separated. This is a great tool. Use it sparingly. Like I said, I used it twice in my career, but it was for soldiers that I really knew had potential. Don't overuse this tool, but put it in your toolkit and make sure that you use it when it's appropriate. So this is found in AR 635-200, paragraph 1-18. So today we talked a lot about separation actions, a couple of obscure little known pieces of information. Hope you learned something from this episode, and I'd appreciate it if you'd reach out and follow us on ASTOP Mentor Military. Hit the subscribe button for our Mentor Military and visit us at mentormilitary.com. With that said, we greatly appreciate your time today. We look forward to seeing you on our next episode. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy.